Takeover 2256 wrote, "Thank you so much. This was super useful. Can you turn this into a series with lots of solved examples?" Yes, of course, sir. Here we go. Takeover was referring to the first BPMN challenge video. There's actually a second one out there. I'll put links to both videos in the description below. So today, this is the third one, and we can speak of a series. This is an interactive video that requires you to use the pause button. I'll present a model and ask you to hit the pause button. You can then look at the model as long as you need. When you continue the video, I'll show you the solution. Okay? Let's go! So this is the first model. You can now hit the pause button. Here we have a simple business process. A shipment is received and then the shipment is inspected, and depending on the condition of the shipment, if it's okay, we go to store the shipment in the warehouse, and otherwise we create a damage report and return the shipment. So here we have a branching that has a yes or no answer, and therefore we have the wrong gateway here. This is an inclusive gateway, but an exclusive gateway is required here. So we just change that to an exclusive gateway here and also here. And then it's perfect. This is the second model. You can now hit the pause button. So, damage claim received, we assess the damage, and depending on the damage value, we branch either up or we go straight on. So if the damage value is more than 100,000, then we perform a senior management review. And after that, we do approve claim, and we ask, is it approved? And if yes, we initiate payout. Otherwise, we inform the claimant about rejection. And as you may have seen, here the mistake is in the first branching. We have an exclusive gateway and we have more than 100,000 and less than 100,000. But what is missing is exactly 100,000. So it should be included in one of the branches. So for example, if we include it here, we would just say greater or equal. Where is the equal sign? Or equal 100,000, and this will correct our process model. So this is our third model. You can now hit the pause button. Here we have received an order, we confirm the order details, and then there is a parallel gateway, and we prepare food, and also we prepare beverages. And then we have two end events. One is food prepared and the other one is beverages prepared. This is confusing because food prepared, for example, is an end event, and if we arrive here, the process is at an end, but at the same time we may still have a token here, and we may still have to prepare beverages. So the process isn't really at an end yet. So what would be the solution here? The solution here would just be to delete these end events and then come up with a joining gateway, a joining parallel gateway, and then finish with an end event here. And this could be order prepared. That's the solution. This is our fourth model. You may now hit the pause button. Yeah, so here we can see two pools. One is for the customer and the other one is for the supplier. And the pool for the supplier is collapsed. So we start here, the customer starts with prepare order, and then we have a message send event. And the order is sent to the supplier, and then the supplier replies with a response. And then we have a message receive task, and we receive the response. And then we can continue order confirmed, yes or no. And in the case of yes, make payment, receive product. Everything's fine. Otherwise, we search for an alternative product. So where's the mistake here? This is actually a quite frequent mistake. We can find the mistake if we look at the token simulation here. And I will just place a pause here. And if we start the process instance here, we do prepare order. And then, for example, we wait in this state. And as you can see now, here we have a message receive task. And there is already a token here. And we can receive a response from anywhere, also from another case, which is not related to this case. And then we can continue here and go to the end of the process, although we haven't even placed the order. So that is the problem here. And what is actually missing is a control flow here from place order to receive response. And if we now do the token simulation, you can see we go to place order now. And now we go up, and you have seen this has gone to the supplier, and now it comes back from the supplier, and then we can continue our process as usual. This is our fifth model. You may now hit the pause button. So here we have a process room inquiry received. So this is at a hotel. And then there is an exclusive gateway, and we ask for the channel. And it can be either phone or email. And depending on the channel, we do collect guest information on the phone or collect guest information from the email. And then it gets together again, check room availability. If it's available, yes, we confirm the reservation. And if not, we offer to put on the wait list. So where's the problem here? The problem here is that the first XOR split here doesn't really have a task in the process that leads to the decision. So who decides whether it's phone or email? There must be something like a task before that in order to do this XOR split. And one thing beginners often do, another mistake that they make, is, for example, then to insert a task here. For example, determine channel, and then do it like that. But that's also wrong because, I mean, room inquiry received, and then there is someone who determines whether it's on the phone or if it's an email. That is not a natural process modeling. Well, in practice, we may have two different events. One is the reception of a phone call, and the other one is the reception of an email. So the correct way of modeling this would be two distinct start events. So we have phone call received, or we can say, and the other one is email received. And then the solution is okay. This is our 6th model. You can now hit the pause button. So we have loan application received. We check the loan application, and if it is complete, we continue here to this sub-process. And if it's not complete, we go up here and we notify the applicant that it's not complete. And then we have this perform due diligence as a sub-process, check credit score, validate income, review customer history, perform risk assessment. And then we make the loan approval decision. And if the decision is positive, we prepare the loan contract. Otherwise, we go up here and notify the applicant. So the mistake here is inside the perform due diligence. This is an ordinary sub-process, and what we wanted to model here is that when we perform the due diligence, we may have some of these tasks here, but not all of them, and also the order is not really determined. So, but this is impossible to do in an ordinary sub-process because we cannot have isolated tasks here. So what we need to do here is to change this sub-process to an ad hoc sub-process. And this is here. And then you can see we now have the tilde symbol here. And what this means, I can demonstrate this in the token game. If we do the token game here, and for example, we pause, let's say, 2 of these tasks here. And I start the token game and I go into this sub-process. You can now see that we have these 2 tasks which I want to execute. And the other ones, check credit score and perform risk assessment, I will not execute them this time. So I do the first one and the second one. And then we go there and we notify the applicant. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. And now for something completely different. Dandelions are growing everywhere right now, even in places where you don't want them. That's why they are considered a weed. They get their name from the form of their leaves, which look like a lion's tooth, a dandelion in French. You can eat them, but they have a diuretic effect. That's why the French also call them pissenlit, which can be translated as to have a nighttime accident. In German they are called Löwenzahn, lion's tooth, when they're fresh. After flowering, they close up and reopen with a white head full of seeds. They are then called Pusteblume in German, which translates literally to blowflower.